And welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Lifestyle Miami Chargers and the Wall Warriors. And up next, 5th ranked doubles matchup right here. For the Lifestyle Miami Chargers, we have Flores and Benny, and their opponents Joseph and Julen for the Wall Warriors. Flores and Benny this season, 2-3 coming into this one. Joseph and Julen, 3-3 overall, one of the better doubles teams for this Wall Warriors side. Match number 4 ready to begin. Flores and Benny will have the serve. There's a serve. Our next match is underway. Joseph whips it inside. Nice pick up by Benny deep in the backcourt. Here's Julen on the bounce from the 11 line, backhand. And he launches this one. Gonna pass. Julen on the rebote, lays it up. Flores charging, cuts it off. There's a backhand, stopped overhead by Julen. Here's Benny on the left side, high hard backhand again. Julen out there at the 9 line. Rebote is low. Flores and Benny pick up the first points of our match.
Yeah, Julen going for an unconventional cortada off the rebote, or at least low and hard. You got players in front of you. Not the best time to throw that shot. Jai-Alai gods took that ball into the pad, and the pad is bad.
Ball missed off the serve. That's a second point for the Chargers.
Again, the front quarter does have the prerogative of going for that serve if he feels he can kill it. Joseph felt he had an opportunity to end this point early. Just failed to make the catch.
High bouncing serve. Julen at the 10 line. Backhand. Right back to Benny in the corner. From the 12 line. High and hard. Clears the overhead screen. Julen on the rebote. Puts it back up the middle. Flores steps in. Low runner. Caught in the air by Julen. Powerful forehand. Takes Benny to the rebote. Right on the wall. Julen lines it up. Nice catch. Rebote left side. Will clip off the sidewall. Julen middle of the court. Shoots it low and hard. Benny with a nice pickup. Rebote dropping on a knee. Julen makes the save. Flores charging, just knocked it down.
Flores going after that ball. Sorry, Andrew. Flores going after that ball, but chopping. Yeah. Chopping. Just chopping at that ball.
Big backhand by Benny, perfectly thrown in the corner. Nice rebote by Julen. Here's Benny at the 11 line. High hard play coming up the middle. Ball missed. That is a second point for Joseph and Julen. We're tied up.
Rare miss for Benny. Benny usually solidly on his catching. 2-2. Reminder of the scoring. First team to reach 6 points wins the set.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Joseph. Benny launches that backhand. Julen had a head start. Whips the rebote back to the left side of Benny. And from the 10 line, lower and harder. Comes shooting off the back wall. Julen pushed it outside. That caught the overhead screen where it's out of play. 3-2 advantage for the Chargers.
So the Warriors plagued by injuries. Of course, team captain and first division player Inaki is out, as is Bragley. So both Correa and Joseph having to play up.
Here's a backhand. What a catch by Benny in the corner. Quick release on the backhand, lifts to Julen. Julen on the 2-wall. Scores. Ball ruled to have scored. That is a third point for Joseph and Julen. We're tied up.
In that case, interference was requested and denied, as is the prerogative of the judge.
Julen out there again, calls him off on the rebote, whips it low and hard. Benny back there to scoop it up. Low runner inside. Julen cuts off the space. It's the backhand. Back to Benny. Benny high coasty, right up the middle. Stopped on the bounce by Julen. Julen's carom. Picked off, but then dropped by Flores. 4-3 lead for the Warriors.
So Flores is pissed because it wasn't interference, and he didn't get his interference call that he wanted. Then he threw his helmet on the ground.
There's a big backhand by Benny. Rebote, forehand. Whipped low and hard again. Here's Benny backing up. At the 11 line, shoots it inside. That's well placed. Better catch by Julen on the left side. Backhand clears. Here's a rebote. Forehand. Dropped in by Flores. Julen, carom again. This time Flores stops it. Shoots it back to the inside. Well placed. Again lined up by Julen. Tough catch. Here's Benny now. Back at the 12 line. The corner. Here's a rebote. Rebote to the outside. Flores stops it. The 2-wall opens up and scores. 4-4 is the score. Flores serves.
It's amazing what happens when you start focusing on highlight and stop throwing your helmet around, isn't it? You throw shots that score.
Yeah,
some guys play okay pissed. Other guys don't play good pissed. Not sure where Flores fits into that mix.
I was going to say, it's a rare show of emotion at that level. So,
yeah.
But so far responded very well.
Yeah, but he was wrong on both accounts. There wasn't interference either the first time or the second time.
Backhand to the inside. Here's Benny. On the 11 line, high and hard. Forehand rebote by Julen. Back to the inside. Benny lets that one pass. He's got the rebote on the back end. Tough pickup by Julen. Here's the forehand. Benny stops it at the 10 line. High throw, back up the middle. This one going to pass Julen. He's got the rebote on the right side. Again by Flores. Julen just did catch it. Back to the inside. Here's Benny again. This one launched, clearing the overhead screen. Julen just does get out there. Drops it back up the middle. Benny calls him off. Benny on the 2-wall. Scoring. Had it for a moment. Did Joseph. Could not control it. Chargers have a 5-4 lead. They have a possible set point.
Flores and Benny with an opportunity to finish it off here for this first set. Let's see what happens.
Julen wastes no time. The 2-wall kicks out of play. Point and set. Flores and Benny take it 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play. Set number 2. Opening set goes the way of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. 6-4 coming back there after they faced a 4-3 deficit. It's 3 straight points to take that set. See some replays. Yeah, that was the first of, sorry, that was the second of 2. Yeah, you're going to, yeah, there it goes. Poor helmet, poor sidewall. Takes a bit of a beating sometimes.
Well, I don't know if he's upset at the judges, upset at his opponents, or upset at himself because he was wrong.
Look at that 2-wall, though. Just out of reach. Even Julen knew that was pretty well thrown. Beats him into the net.
I mean, some people do have temper tantrums when they're wrong about, they're pissed off about something and they're wrong. And it's pointed out to them that they're wrong. By the way, buddy, it wasn't interference, and Joseph wasn't too close to you on the second one. And that was a nice 2-all that you threw.
No, all could be true.
Absolutely.
And I agree with you.
Using my phone, the calculator function on my phone, calculate the fines there.
Does force of the smash have anything to do with that?
We'll see.
All right, we'll see, Stu. The important thing, though, is how you respond. And after that, you said, well, how was he going to do? Pretty well. Taking 3 straight points, they win the set. Looking to end this in straight sets. See Benny getting back in there. Ready to go for our second set. We are ready to begin. Our second set, Joseph and Julen serving to Flores and Benny. Here's a serve by Joseph. Our second set is underway. Benny with a big backhand takes Julen out to the 6 line. Rebote save. Coming back up the middle. Benny drops it over the top. Here's Julen. Benny with the forehand to the inside. 3-wall play. Julen turns a 2-wall. Flores stops this one. 2-wall return. That's going to be out.
Out by about 2 feet.
Joseph and Julen. The first point of our second set.
That's way wide.
Backhand by Benny, just out of reach. Julen's got the rebote. It's a 2-wall. Opening up sharply. Flores stops it. Ortada trying to get that second bounce. That opened up. Julen couldn't make the play. That ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, Julen just a step off pace there to try to make that catch.
Got that opened up off the side wall as well, coming very far across to his forehand, across his body to his forehand, that is.
Backhand passes both chargers. Flores has the rebote on the back end, shoots the 2-wall. Joseph stops it, soft touch. Flores lines it up, good read, backhand to the inside. What a catch by Julen off the side wall. Backhand caught in the air by Flores, goes for the high bounce carom. That lands out. Ball ruled out. That is a second point for Joseph and Julen.
Looked like they were potentially going to challenge it, but I think even Flores agrees that it's out.
Actually smart of Flores. I mean, he had a good look. Didn't want him to waste a challenge on it.
Forehand rebote kept inside. Here's Benny on the bounce. Ball missed. 3-1 lead for Joseph and Julen. Rebote up at the 5 line. Julen pushed it outside.
Awful.
2 points for the Chargers.
Yeah, that forehand Rebote completely got out. I mean, he's that close to the front wall. He's more than capable of keeping it in play.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Flores. Second serve is good. Julen from the 9 line opens up with the backhand. We're going to pass Benny. Rebote left side. Drop just above the pad. Joseph coming cross court. He gets in there. Nice return back to Benny. And he going to pass again. Julen stays up at the 8 line. Drops it up the middle. Here's Benny backpedaling. Stops it at the 11 line over the top to the inside. Julen's got another one. Rebote 2-all with a big bounce. Flores controls it again. Cortada trying to get the second bounce. Julen stops this one. The carom. Back to Flores. Here's Flores. Carambola to Joseph. Joseph now on the outside. Higher and harder, though. Going to give the Chargers a chance at the Rebote. That one's missed.
A lot of activity going on out there. Front quarters playing back playing front. Balls going in between players. Wow.
There's a backhand just out of reach, calling for Joseph to get back in there. That Rebote's missed. Just a 1-point deficit. Chargers serve.
Yeah, Julen not being too consistent with what he wants Joseph to go for and not go for. Julen's come out to make almost every one of those Rebotes on that one. Didn't go for it in the air. Let it come out for Joseph. Joseph cutting back to the inside. Confusing second set, but pretty evenly matched point-wise.
Backhand 2-all. Flores knocked it down. That is a 5th point. Possible set for the Warriors.
And we could be going to a third set.
Backhand to pass. Julen looking for the Rebote. 2-all. Stopped by Flores. Flores the high, hard return. Picked off by Julen. What a catch. Here's Benny on the inside at the 9 line. Low runner. Here's Julen. Julen rips that one. Flores 2-all return. Not opening up enough. Joseph stops it. Soft touch by Joseph. Will score for the set.
Good for Joseph.
We have a third set to decide this match. Just about 2 minutes.
So Joseph there at the end pulling out just a beautiful play. The soft touch, low and inside, goes off the tip of Flores' cesta. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. This is where players go in between sets. We have the Lifestyle Miami Chargers in purple. Julen seated in the back of the Players Cage. Spinner coming to give some feedback. Communication there between Julen and Joseph. Getting a little bit more quiet consultation. Have Zulai come over to Benny, hook him up with some water. And Benny, I think, pretty much just knows what he needs to do. Catch the ball, keep it in play.
Yeah, we'll say, especially, sweating out there. Those are tough cans to get open, that aluminum. So, they had Zulai to help him out there. Working hard.
That's right. Those aluminum cans, a product of Miami Alkaline Water. Made special for
Yes, they are.
Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Look at that label. Nice and colorful. Reminds me of Miami. Like a nice sunsets, too.
Does it?
Yeah, you ever seen the sunset at night on the beach? It's beautiful.
We got to go one time. You know, maybe this week.
You're
busy this week. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
I think I'm otherwise occupied, to be honest with you, Andrew.
And every other week that you're going to want to go for the.
I think I'm good, but thank you. I do appreciate the invitation. And yes, the sunsets are beautiful here in sunny South Florida.
A third set here in just a few seconds. Flores and Benny looking to get this win, a big win. Would be a big win for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Every point crucial at this point in the season. They got to cash in.
Ready to begin our third and final set of this match. Each one of the teams has won one set. Third set will determine who wins this match. And for the record, Andrew, I will happily go to the beach any day, anytime we have a day off.
No, the invitation's already sent elsewhere.
Oh, you withdrawn it?
It's gone.
Okay, good.
It was an e-bike.
It got me off the hook. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Third set, Stu. There's a backhand to the inside, low runner. Karam stopped by Flores. Flores on the outside, shoots it low and hard. Here's Julen. Julen, another Karam. This time missed on the left side. And Joseph and Julen, their first point of our third and decisive set.
So Julen's strategy there, pretty obvious. Get it and pound the 2-all. See if Flores is going to drop one. Flores caught the first one well, not the second one.
Then he rifles that backhand wall to wall. Julen on the rebote.
Ooh, Julen's back to taking the rebotes. All right.
Backing up. Julen could not scoop it up.
Great throw by Benny.
Ties it up, 1-1.
Saw Julen kind of in no man's land for the middle of the court, whichever you want to refer to it, threw it his legs.
Backhand 2-wall. Takes Benny to the outside, calls him off. Low runner back to Julen. Scores. Perfect throw there by Benny. Low runner brings him to a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Benny bringing the aggressiveness up in the backcourt now. A few notches over the first and second set. Again, most of the play's been up there in the front court by Flores, whether it involves the ball or his helmet. It's been all in front of the 6 line.
Julen keeps this one to the inside. Benny lines up the rebote. Right on the inside. Julen, nice pickup. High hard backhand. This one get a pass. Flores on the rebote. It's a 2-wall. Joseph stops it. Soft touch again. Hurtado picked off, but juggled. Juggling on the catch of Flores. Ties it up. 2-2.
So juggling. Called when the ball loses contact with the inside of the cesta after the catch. Ball bobbles around. It can roll. Don't forget, it can roll. It can roll up the sides. It can roll along the full surface of the inside of the cesta. It just can't break contact with the surface of that cesta.
Tough catch there by Benny. Just powers the backhand. Julen out to the 5 line. Back on the inside. Here's Benny. Julen stays up there, pushes it overhead and passing. Benny on the rebote. That one missed. 3-2 advantage for the Warriors.
Yeah, and uncharacteristic. I don't know if Benny was going to try to turn that into a shot or if he was going to go 2-walls. More than likely with Julen standing on the inside, I'm guessing he was going to go 2-walls. Just missed the rebote. That rebound off the back wall.
Then he powers that one again. Julen on a full sprint, gets out there, whips it just above the pad. Here's Benny, nice scoop. Hard forehand inside. Julen coming back for it. He scooped it up. Hard throw again. Julen staying up in the front court. Rebote 2-all. Stopped on the left side of Flores. Low runner. Caught on the forehand of Julen. Karam Stopped by Flores. Flores the 2-all opening up
That
and
was beautifully
scoring.
executed by Flores.
Clutch 2-all by Flores ties it up 3-3.
Beautifully executed by Flores.
Boy, and a powerful throw right to him, kicking up high, and to throw the 2-all after that. Gutsy shot executed perfectly. Look at this one. Tough catch on the bounce. Right into the 2-all, and that's a lot of court for Julen to cover. If anyone could get to that one, got to be Joseph up there in the front court. What a carom by Julen from deep in the backcourt scores. It's a 4-3 lead for the Warriors.
Wow, for Julen. That was a particularly low, hard, powerful carom, open wide. Flores just nowhere in sight. Actually, was in sight, just not close to the ball.
Tough rebote there by Julen. Above his head, he makes a save. Forehand rebote by Julen again. Here's Benny on the bounce. Puts it back inside, right to the forehand of Julen. Julen, fake the outside placement, keeps it inside. That's a tough rebote.
Beautiful
Benny stays with
rebote
it.
Play.
Julen, another carom. Stopped, but not held on to by Flores. 5 points, possible set, and a possible match point for the Warriors.
That quick release works for him sometimes, other times it doesn't. That time it did not. Let's see if the Warriors are able to finish this one off.
Low runner this time from Benny. Julen couldn't get there in the air. That's a fall down rebote save. Benny calls him off. There's a backhand. Low runner caught overhead by Julen. Julen keeps it inside. Nice backhand by Benny. This one passing. 2-all.
Wow.
Scores for the win.
My. What a beautiful 2-all.
Julen ends it with a 2-all in the third set. Warriors take it 6-3. And the backflip by Joseph. Here they are.
All right, Joseph Julen, congratulations on winning that match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Thank you, Andrew. Just feeling real good, feeling real great. Got enough energy for another game. Yep. I got actually the next game. I'm in the next game.
So what's your strategy? You're playing this match and then you have another match. You already played a match.
Right.
How do you keep your stamina?
Well, I mean, stamina is something that I'm always working on. And, you know, in terms of this last game here, with Julen in the back, I mean, this guy played amazing. He's one of the best backcourters out here. And, you know, with him, he had the game plan. He said we were going to win the game. Before we even got on the court, he said, Juice, we're going to win. Trust me. And I took his word for it. He gave me the confidence to go out there and perform.
So Julen, tell me, how do you get that confidence right before the match just to be able to say, we're going to win this?
I know that sometimes Jules needs to control his nerves, so that's why I wanted to give him that confidence. I told him we were going to win, and it worked out, so muchas gracias.
Talk to me a little bit about the strategy you had.
The strategy, we didn't have a strategy. To save the ball, catch one more ball than the opponent, that's it. It's the same one with Angeles.
Okay.
Maybe it was the strategy to attack a little bit more in front instead of the back wall, so yeah.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning
Thank
that
you.
match. Good luck on the next one, and let's see what else happens.
Thank you.